Hello everyone, Johan Lindos here and welcome to Dark Secrets Devlog. Today I will continue on with Pitchfork from a previous episode. I will go through my general workflow for creating texture assets for Dark Secrets. Beforehand I generated an ambient occlusion map, which basically is a texture that places small shadows in tight spaces. This also gives me a very good start. Once I open up the AO map, I start with a nice clean stock photo along with a few grunge maps. A grunge map is a map that is used to add dirt and scratches on textures and also color differences. Pretty much every texture could be used as a grunge map. For example, wood and metal works great on many different surfaces. It's a good thing to experiment with several different techniques, because you really get to know the properties of your textures and layer styles. Another useful tip is to look at your previous textures for ideas, or sometimes even recycle some parts, because time is something you never have enough of in the game industry. Most of my stock photos are downloaded from cgtextures.com. It's a very good webpage for 2D artists and have a very good library of base textures. I will post the link in the description so you can check it out. Once the wood is in place, I continue to the metal, and as you can see it's pretty much the same deal, so to avoid being too repetitive and boring, we'll skip ahead to the finishing details, and then show you how to even out unwanted color differences, and along with that create a specular map and a normal map. Sometimes while you work you can find some areas of texture too bright or too dark. I counter this by using a high pass filter in Photoshop. I use the layer style luminosity and on top of that a few multiplier layers to correct the colors and values. Next thing to do is a specular map. A specular map is a map that tells a model where to shine and how much. I use my texture as a base, but in many cases I need to alter the value according to the metal. When you look at the metal right now, it will shine in the scratches rather than on the exposed area. A quick fix to this would be to invert the texture of a particular layer. Sometimes you even need to add a little extra grunge and details on the speculum that aren't apparent on the texture. And lastly, I'm finishing off with a normal map. A normal map is a map that bends the light and gives the impression that there is more geometry and detail than what is available on the actual model. I use a combination of two different plugins. I use Xnormal for the overall shape and NVIDIA for the smaller details. I combine these with the help of an overlay effect. You can also adjust the intensity of a normal map if you have a neutral base color in the background and adjust the opacity to your liking. Once the normal map is complete, I bring all the texture into Unity, and here we go. Our texture is complete, and this is the final version of the Pitchfork. This also brings us to the end of today's episode. Please leave your feedback and comments below. Thanks for watching and rock out!